I bet you didn't know how the Mughal Empire shaped India's history. Welcome to the third part of our video series on India's history, where we explore the rise and fall of empires. In this episode, we delve into the 16th century, a pivotal era marked by the dawn of the Mughal Empire. Babur, a descendant of Genghis Khan and Timur, established this grand dynasty in 1526. His victory at the First Battle of Panipat marked the beginning of Mughal rule. Babur's ambition and military prowess laid the foundation for a dynasty that would shape the subcontinent's destiny for centuries. The Mughals, with their Central Asian roots, brought with them a rich cultural tapestry, woven with Persian, Turkish, and Mongol influences. Humayun, Babur's son, faced initial setbacks but eventually consolidated the empire. His reign, though marked by challenges, proved crucial in ensuring the Mughal lineage continued. Akbar, arguably the most illustrious of the Mughal emperors, succeeded his father in 1556. He inherited a kingdom still in its infancy, rife with potential but fraught with instability. Akbar's reign, spanning almost half a century, transformed the Mughal Empire from a fledgling state into a robust and expansive power. Akbar's genius lay not just in his military acumen, but also in his vision for a diverse and inclusive empire. He recognized the importance of cultural amalgamation for a harmonious and prosperous realm. His policy of religious tolerance, a stark contrast to the prevalent norms of the era, won him the admiration of his Hindu subjects. Akbar's reign witnessed the Mughal Empire's territorial expansion, administrative consolidation, and cultural efflorescence, setting the stage for an era of unprecedented prosperity and grandeur. The Mughal court, under Akbar and his successors, became a beacon of artistic, literary, and architectural brilliance. The Mughal style of painting, a unique blend of Persian and Indian aesthetics, flourished during this period. Literature, too, found patronage under the Mughals. Akbar's court historian, Abul Fazl, penned the Akbarnama, a biographical account of Akbar's reign that provides invaluable insights into the Mughal era. The Mughal emperors, known for their refined taste and love for architecture, commissioned the construction of magnificent mosques, forts, and tombs, leaving behind an architectural legacy that continues to inspire awe. The Mughal Empire, under its early rulers, ushered in an era of economic prosperity in India. Trade flourished, facilitated by a relatively stable political environment and a unified administrative system. The Mughal emperors, recognizing the importance of trade for their empire's wealth, invested in infrastructure projects like roads and caravanserais, further boosting trade. The empire's strategic location along the Silk Road connecting Europe to East Asia made it a hub for global trade. Mughal India witnessed a period of proto-industrialisation, particularly in the textile industry. The empire became renowned for its exquisite textiles, particularly cotton, silk and wool. The Mughal court's patronage of the arts further stimulated the textile industry. Intricate designs, vibrant colours and fine craftsmanship became hallmarks of Mughal textiles, attracting merchants and connoisseurs from across the globe. The Mughal Empire's agricultural sector also thrived during this period. The emperors implemented policies to improve irrigation, leading to increased agricultural productivity. Cash crops like cotton, indigo and opium were cultivated extensively, contributing significantly to the empire's wealth. The Mughal period witnessed the introduction of new crops from the Americas, such as maize and potatoes, further enriching India's agricultural landscape. This era of economic prosperity also fostered a vibrant cultural exchange. The Mughal court, a melting pot of diverse cultures and religions, became a center for intellectual and artistic pursuits. Scholars, poets, musicians and artists from different parts of the world flocked to the Mughal court, seeking patronage and contributing to the empire's cultural richness. This fusion of cultures is evident in the art, architecture, music and cuisine of the Mughal period, a testament to the empire's cosmopolitan character. The Mughal Empire, despite its initial grandeur and success, began to show signs of decline in the late 17th century. Aurangzeb, the last of the great Mughal emperors, ascended the throne in 1658. His reign, marked by expansionist ambitions and religious orthodoxy, proved to be a turning point in Mughal history. Aurangzeb's policies, particularly his reimposition of the jizya tax on non-Muslims, alienated many of his Hindu subjects. the Mughal Empire, already facing internal challenges, also had to contend with external threats. The rise of the Marathas, a warrior group from the Deccan Plateau, posed a significant challenge to Mughal authority. Shivaji Maharaj, a charismatic and skilled military commander, laid the foundation for an independent Maratha state in the late 17th century. The Marathas, employing guerrilla warfare tactics, proved to be formidable opponents for the Mughals, gradually chipping away at the empire's territories. The decline of the Mughal Empire in the 18th century created a power vacuum in India. Regional powers, sensing an opportunity, asserted their independence from Mughal rule. The Marathas, under the Peshwas, expanded their influence across much of western and central India. The decline of Mughal authority also paved the way for the entry of European powers, particularly the British, who were quick to exploit the political fragmentation to their advantage. The weakening of the Mughal Empire had a profound impact on the socio-economic fabric of India. The once efficient Mughal administration crumbled, leading to a decline in law and order. The flourishing trade networks that had characterized the Mughal era were disrupted, impacting the empire's economy. The Mughal Empire's decline, while a gradual process, marked the end of an era in Indian history. Section 4. The company's ascendancy from trade to territorial ambitions. The East India Company, established in 1600, initially arrived in India to trade. However, the company's ambitions gradually shifted from commerce to conquest. The decline of the Mughal Empire and the resulting power vacuum presented the East India Company with an opportunity to expand its influence. With its superior military technology and shrewd diplomacy, the company gradually gained control over key trading posts in India, often through a combination of force and manipulation. The Battle of Plassey in 1757 proved to be a turning point in the East India Company's rise to power. The company's forces, led by Robert Clive, defeated the Nawab of Bengal, Siraj-ud-Dowlah, establishing British dominance in Bengal. The victory at Plassey gave the East India Company control over Bengal's rich resources, further fueling its ambitions. Now a major player in Indian politics, the company began to interfere more openly in the affairs of Indian states, often playing one ruler against another to its advantage. The East India Company's growing influence in India was not without resistance. Religious leaders, local rulers and common people resented the company's growing power and its exploitative policies. The company's monopoly over trade, its heavy taxation policies and its interference in local customs and traditions sparked widespread discontent. This discontent manifested in various forms of resistance, ranging from local uprisings to religious movements that challenged the company's authority. The East India Company's policies, driven by profit maximization, had a devastating impact on India's economy. Traditional industries, particularly textiles, suffered as the company flooded the Indian market with cheap manufactured goods from Britain. India, once a major exporter of finished goods, was increasingly reduced to a supplier of raw materials to feed Britain's burgeoning industrial revolution. This economic exploitation, coupled with the company's political dominance, sowed the seeds of resentment that would eventually erupt in widespread rebellion. Section 5. Uprising and Aftermath, the Sepoy Mutiny and its repercussions. The year 1857 witnessed a major upheaval against British rule in India, the Sepoy Mutiny. This uprising, sparked by a seemingly insignificant incident involving controversial rifle cartridges greased with animal fat, quickly escalated into a widespread rebellion. The Sepoys, Indian soldiers serving in the East India Company's army, revolted against their British officers, fueled by a potent mix of religious grievances, economic hardships, and resentment against British rule. The mutiny, which began in Meerut, quickly spread to other parts of north and central India. Delhi, the seat of the Mughal Empire, became a focal point of the rebellion. Bahadur Shah Zafar, the titular Mughal emperor, was proclaimed the leader of the uprising. The 1857 uprising witnessed acts of immense bravery and sacrifice from both sides. However, it was also marked by brutal reprisals and atrocities, leaving a deep scar on the Indian psyche. The British, initially caught off guard by the scale and intensity of the rebellion, eventually managed to suppress it. The mutiny was brutally crushed, with widespread executions and reprisals against the rebels and their supporters. The 1857 uprising marked a turning point in British rule in India. The British Crown, realizing the limitations of company rule, dissolved the East India Company and assumed direct control over India. The Sepoy Mutiny had far-reaching consequences for India. The British, shaken by the uprising, implemented significant administrative and policy changes. The Government of India Act of 1858 transferred control of India from the East India Company to the British Crown. The British administration became more centralized and bureaucratic, with a focus on maintaining law and order and preventing future uprisings. The mutiny also led to a hardening of British attitudes towards Indians, further widening the gulf between the rulers and the ruled.